pick this up. Okay, Battle Truth on YouTube. You are one of my official go-to sources. As you know, I'm still involved in battle rap behind the scenes.
Sources all, because I don't see him at battles. I don't know if he goes to battles. So he gets sources somewhere.
That nigga's a legend, man. He don't need to go to battles. He's just a legend.
I don't even know where he lives. Where does he live?
I don't know, man.
I
don't know. I think Milwaukee. That nigga ill, so he's a legend. He just don't give a fuck. That nigga's in a judge outfit, nigga.
Yeah.
And he yells, no. Nigga blacked out. I saw shit today.
Niggas don't want to shout this nigga out, but this is the funny blogger, maybe in life. Salute the Battle Truth, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. This nigga is one of the funniest niggas on the face of the earth.
Where's my damn gavel at? Dang, hold on. Here! Take it! Bang the gavel on your damn self. Don't worry, I'll do it for you. No, man. Get up out of here with that trash, man. No, man.
What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters, man. Let's get right off into this. So, I'm looking around on the internet, just trying to see current events and things that's going on so I can see what to blog about, you know, to feed my supporters. Because at the end of the day, it's all about being genuine and honest to y'all and giving y'all the truth. And in doing this, you know, for the most part, you know, I've been covering the Remy Ma, Papoose, Clarissa Shield, Easy the Black Captain drama and everything. So, while covering this, I came across this up here, you know, and I wanted to see was it genuine or not. And this brother said something that got my attention that I have to address. I really have to address this situation. And I don't know whether or not he familiar with what's really going on. So I just want to play what he said, and then we're gonna go into it after this. So check this out.
You ain't her assistant though. Crazy work. Now what's even more crazy about this, y'all, for real. I did my Googles because a lot of people be saying, why Remy Ma was running around with, no, she wasn't, type shit. It wasn't until Papoose attempted to knock Easy the Block Captain out and try to assassinate Remy's character and mess up. He blew up the spot. No one knew her and Easy was dealing with each other. If Papoose don't try to knock that man out in a cowardly fashion, right, we don't know Remy Ma was doing what she do. However, Remy Ma is not a world champion. I say this all the time. She's not a champion of the world. Little girls and little boys are not looking up to Remy Ma type shit. They might respect what Remy Ma doing, but you know, they're not looking up to her. This is a future boxing generation is being made off this woman. Is little kids want to be boxers. When they come to the boxing gym, they talk to Clarissa Shields. They shake her hand. It's levels. Stutterbox knows his levels, y'all. But she don't like Remy so much. She thinks she hurting Remy by embarrassing herself. Crazy work. But I'm going to let Remy tell y'all what was Papoose plan. And it worked. He assassinated her character, but now he running around doing the same thing he accused her of. Come on, what you say, Remy?
The second that he knew his job was solidified, he then started going on and said, I knocked somebody out because he was mad. He wanted to assassinate Easy's character the same way he's trying to assassinate mine.
Yeah.
Okay? I literally peeled niggas off your ass because niggas, I can't even go to that venue no more because the way niggas was acting.
He messed up her job. He tried to mess up her job. He tried to mess up her social life just for him to bounce back. And now you trying to do what she was doing type shit. Now, Clarissa Shields, you talking about you his little assistant. When you going to assist his ass on that divorce? I'm just trying. I don't know no girlfriend. You might get away if you got a girlfriend and you got a side chick. Eventually, the side chick gonna say, when you gonna leave her? This is the girl. This is your side chick telling your girlfriend. When are you gonna leave her? I'm tired of you being with her. I want you to be with me type shit, right? Anybody on the side, say some shit like that.
Okay. Okay. Um, no disrespect to the brother. I just need to say a couple things to clear up a couple things. Well, a few things he said I definitely don't agree with, and knowing the truth. And when I say knowing the truth, I mean being a part of the inner circles. I'm literally a part of the inner circles of the one that literally was involved in this situation. I have been on three-way calls. I know parties involved. And what you said, brother, was just not true. And I don't mean this in a disrespectful way to you, but what I mean is when you say it was Papoose who blew up the spot and that nobody would have known that her and Easy was having sex if Papoose wouldn't have cowardly did what he did to him at the event. Listen, I don't take sides in this situation. In fact, I was scrutinized for actually saying what Papoose went wrong and Clarissa Shields went wrong. When I was addressing the Remy Ma and showing everything that she did, and then when I got around to start addressing Papoose and Clarissa Shields, a lot of people didn't like that. A lot of people didn't even want to hear me covering it no more because of how they felt about Clarissa Shields and Papoose as a result of how they felt about Remy Ma. But because I'm faithful to my supporters and I'm faithful to the people who I blog for, who put me in a position of where I'm at, and being honest with God and myself, I'm going to tell the truth regardless of what. It just, look, people don't have to accept it, and a lot of things you're not going to agree with me about. But it's okay, because I sleep good at the end of the night knowing that I told the truth, and the truth that I knew to be true. Now, when the brother made the statement and said nobody knew that Papoose and that Remy Ma and Easy the Block Captain was having sex with each other, that's a lie. The battle rap community knew. All the battle rappers in the battle rap community knew. Because we knew before it hit these other social media platforms. When Geechee Gotti and Easy battled, and Geechee had the battle and he put it out there, that's when the majority of these major platforms started covering it. But before that, we all knew. That was no secret in the battle rap community. It was no secret. From the moment Easy made the announcement of leaving the URL, making Remy his manager, saying that the URL now have to go through her, getting rid of Miss Hustle, who was actually her best friend and the face of Chrome, and making Easy the face, we all knew. It was no secrets of what was going on here at all. Again, for instance, I got to continue to do stuff like this. Let me show y'all something. My gosh, I got to keep on playing stuff like this. Okay.
And throwing water bottles, y'all ruin everything that you touch. She cut off Hustle and grabbed Easy just to make a few bucks.
And that was one of Easy's close friends during the time. They was he was co-hosting with Easy on his show. And that's Worth Rosenberg Raw going up against Shayna Ashley. And in that battle, he was stating how Remy cut off Hustle and picked up Easy to make some money. But what's not being said was that they were having sex while making money. Papoose got the drops on Easy by a battle rapper. It was a battle rapper who called Papoose on the phone and told him they here right now. Papoose already had the knowledge of them having sex together because he was already been told this. He's already been told this. He already knew about this. And from things he knew personally that he figured out when he went through her phone. But he was saying, when I see him, I'm going to put hands on him. Because the battle rap community knew. And when they were together, he got a call from a battle rapper who told him they were together. And that's when he made his way down to where they was at. And he didn't do it cowardly. In fact, he did it as a soldier, if you want to be honest. So I can't really let you lie on a man like that. He went down there by himself with a Pooh Shiesty mask on, like you just heard him saying this song. He knew Easy was there. Easy was there with his homies and guys. And he dropped Easy in front of his homies and guys, not even knowing if they was about that life or not. He didn't even care. He didn't even care. And Remy was going around showboating Easy, dressing alike, being spotted in different places together on romantic outings. That wasn't disclosed to the battle rap community. We knew about these things. Papoose knew about it. He just needed to catch Easy. So she wasn't doing nothing, and she was wrong and out of pocket. How you gonna say I'm blowing up the spot and this my wife? They were still living together, still sleeping in the same bed, still having sex with each other, while she messing around with Easy. That is a fact. That is a fact. They were still living in the same house, sleeping in the same bed. And that's still legally his wife. So he wasn't wrong as a husband to put hands on Easy when that's his wife, and he done shook that man's hand and laughed in his face while at the same time knowing you was having sex with my wife. He not wrong for doing what any husband would have done. In fact, I'm just gonna keep it 100. He was more man and honorable about it than what. Listen, we ain't talking about a man who don't like his wife. We talking about a man who's still madly in love with his wife. Some dudes will kill you for that. Some dudes in prison right now doing life behind bars for stuff like that. Some men have put both the woman and the guy in the grave as a result of that. Some men have killed the woman, the man, and theyself behind things like that. If you ask me, he was a damn good stand-up man about the situation. I give him credit on that. It's some things I don't agree with what he did, but when it comes to that and how he handled that situation, he was very honorable. He was very honorable. He didn't come down there with no guns. He didn't come down there with no guys, and he could have did that. He didn't put a bag on Easy head like we see a lot of rappers doing in this day and era. They putting bags on people's heads, getting rid of them. He didn't do that. He didn't get other people involved. He went and handled his business as a man and a husband on his own, without backup, without involving others, when you know he could have did that, when you know there was others who would have happily did that to be in favor with him. So he definitely did an honorable thing. And when he put hands on Easy, it was face to face. How was it cowardly? It was face to face. And he was still more honorable because when he dropped Easy and put him on his back, he didn't even stomp him out. Usually a person will stump you out. He was honorable about it, that he put hands on him, put him on his ass, then decided to walk away without even doing more critical damage to him by stumping him out like most men would have done, like most guys would have done. And he didn't go public about it. If you know about this and you've been covering this, they've been antagonizing that man. They've been pushing that man buttons. She forced that man to come out and talk. That man wasn't saying nothing. And according to her, he didn't want them to say nothing because he had a lot to lose. He had a lot to lose. The people who knew what the people who knew. The battle rap community knew. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, bro. You got to go to my videos and see it. Remy got the bribing battle rap channels to be quiet, to not talk about it. Promising them videos, promising them interviews, giving them care packages. I put all that up and showed that. Hold on. So she was really out of pocket, man. So I don't see, man. I'm telling you, this is facts. This is facts. I'm sitting there literally on three-way calls with parties involved and right hand knowledge of this. Like literally on a three-way call. Like before it even hit the internet, before it even going down. Literally knowing what's going on. I've been covering battle rap for 8 years. I'm connected with a lot of people in this field, and this all came from battle rap. Remember, Easy is a battle rapper. Okay? That's why really nobody really covered this better than I do. And like I said, she was paying off channels to not go public with this. It was only a few of us who didn't care. There's only a few of us who didn't care, who didn't take the bribe. And we've been covering it. You know what I mean? And people in battle rap never went against nothing we were saying because they know we were telling the truth. They just accepted the bribe to get closer to them. I never cared. I can care less. You know? So that was what was going on. So nah, bro. I can't agree with that one, bro. I can't agree with that one. You know what I mean? I mean, even though it was an entertaining listening, but if you want to be genuine and you got an audience that's tuned in to listen to you, brother, you just want to be honest, man. Don't compromise for nobody. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to your audience, and try not to slander anybody. You know what I mean? Like, we could cover this stuff without being so disrespectful to others, while at the same time covering things, seeing that, you know, they the bigger names that make the news, by which it draws attention and subscriber thing to us. But at the end of the day, we cannot forget that we are all sinners who fall short of the glory of God. We all are. Like, when we covering somebody, we want to be careful. We want to be careful of these things, because there are things in people backgrounds that they don't want let out. And when you taking a public stand like we do, and we known before people like this, these things, man, we want to be respectful of, because we on the forefronts ourselves, you know. And at the end of the day, no matter how we feel, Remy is still our sister. Clarissa Shields is still our sister. Easy the Block Captain is still our brother. Papoose is still our brothers. We may not like some of the things that they're doing, just like people don't like a lot of things we may be doing. But for the most part, we could be critical at the same time respectful, you know. And I try not to put things on people that's not true. When you're trying to put things on people's jackets and you want them to wear it. So I try to cover it as true as I can be. I can't really tell nobody what to do to their channel, because you can do whatever you want when it comes to your channel. But for me, you know, I try to be as honest as I possibly can. You know what I mean? Because I owe my supporters that truth. I owe myself that truth. I owe those who I'm covering that truth. And most of all, I owe my Lord and Savior that truth. So, nah, I just don't agree with that. I can't, you know, I can't agree with that. I don't see Papoose in that situation being out of pocket, you know what I mean, at all. I thought he handled it like a straight up gentleman. And I know he was heartbroken and embarrassed at what was going on, because he really loved his wife. He really loved his children. And I agree with you on some things too, bro. I agree when you say he doing the same thing she doing now that he was assassinating her for doing. But that's only because she put that out there like that. And then in his, again, I agree with you on that point, where that's why I feel he went wrong at too, because you are doing the same thing you now that you've been saying that she been doing, even though you looking at it like, well, I ain't have no choice, because She didn't want me no more, and she did what she did. So I got the freedom to be with who I want to. Yeah, but y'all still going about things the wrong way because you still marry and entangling people in those situations. And I'm gonna be honest with you too, Big Keys, on some real stuff, bro. I don't know if Papoose honestly really loved Clarissa Shields. I know the internet show things and show pictures, and that's deception, okay? Because I don't believe you could be with a woman for 20 years, then you meet this girl you meet this girl and start dealing with her for 1 year, and she erased the whole 20 years that you were just committed to, willing to risk your life for, when everything about your life is wrapped up into this woman you've been with for 20 years, and you had no problem with spending another 20 years with her. I refuse to believe that, because I know as a man, men don't love like that. When we give our heart to somebody, it's hard for us to love somebody else like that. We don't go from being madly in love with a woman, then meet another woman, and now I love her. No, that don't go with men like that. When a woman have our heart, whoever that woman is that have our heart, it's hard for another woman to just come around in that same passion, intensity, and love is then placed on them. Nah, we don't operate like that. Nope, not at all. So I don't even believe he actually loved Clarissa Shields in any way. Let me take that back. I ain't gonna say anyway, because there is ways that he could love about her. He could love the fact that she put him back in the game, put him back on his feet. He could love the fact that she probably even do something good to him or for him. But I don't believe he loved her anywhere near in any way as close as he do when it comes to Remy at all. And I believe Clarissa Shields to some degree is delusional and believing she got it like that, because it's like she's buying a man. It's like she's buying a man. And I know that that's true, because if she, let's just be honest, if she wasn't Clarissa Shields and she was just some regular other common girl, he don't entertain her in no type of way at all. I know that. We know this. He don't entertain her in no type of way at all. I get that part. That's something that I agree with you on. And that's just like when it comes to Remy. He actually liked her before the surgeries and all them things. So he really liked Remy. With that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's some question. It's yours.
Wasn't no streets for you, so leave me waiting on you. Wasn't no streets for you, so leave me waiting on you. Wasn't no streets for you, so leave